clusters of excellence that can foster innovation and specialization. And I think my additional chief secretary, we were at Coimbatore for some other function yesterday, and he mentioned that we did one shortfall when we amended the Tender Transparency Act. We only gave exemptions for products, and we didn't give exemptions for services. So we will request the Finance Department this year to make that, what can I say, amendment and bring a new bill, amended bill, so that we can even buy, for example, some of the services we saw here, like cybersecurity services, which we have already offered, that the state, through ELCOT, will set up cybersecurity support desks for the MSMEs who can't afford probably their own very high-end cybersecurity systems. And this is, again, something we learned when we were in France. Different regions do this for their MSMEs. Now, about Tamil Nadu, I would say that at least in the late 90s, early 2000s, we were the pioneer in tech. Many people talk about the opening of Tidal Park, Chennai, as kind of a, a seminal or inflection point in our growth. It is also worth saying that over the years, because our economy is quite diversified and because maybe we felt a bit complacent, we've certainly not grown at the rate that a Bangalore or a Hyderabad, or in some sense maybe even a Pune or a Gurgaon has grown. But ever since our government came to power, we have focused a lot on this sector. And in every aspect, of course, starting with our greatest strength, which is our talent, which is our human capital, in terms of better training, better skill gap analysis, and closing that through things like Naan Mudalvan or our own ICT Academy, which is by far the best tech training academy, government-run tech training academy in the country, with offices in 9 or 10 states, though it's a Tamil Nadu company. And we run conferences in 10, 12 locations, the northeast, the west, the north, as far high as Jammu Kashmir, far east as Assam, and in places like Bangalore, Hyderabad. So our training academy is successfully changing things all over the country. But in addition to talent development and skilling and bridging the gap, we're also improving the connectivity a lot, though it's already much delayed. We hope this year we will roll out the Tamil Nadu Fiber Net, which will collect all 12,600 odd villages of Tamil Nadu into the backbone internet run by the state. And we'll offer internet connectivity, 100 Mbps over fiber at something like 200 rupees a month, and bundle a bunch of other services with it. So that will further democratize both access to learning, because video content can now be accessed everywhere, as well as work from home from any village, anywhere in Tamil Nadu. We have either issued or updated policies around things like AI, GCCs, R&D. Now we're in the middle of, or the end of the process for getting an AVGC incentive policy. So we want to get the government to provide more support to help people realize their potential or their vision. We have also focused a lot on startups through Startup TN, through our own IT&T hub in deep tech. Funding, when I was in finance, we started an emerging sector seed fund in the Tamil Nadu Infrastructure Fund Management Corp, 500 crores of capital. We also announced special venture capital funds for historically oppressed communities like SC/ST, and through TANI in the Planning and Development Department, which I also used to be the minister for. We have seed funding there, and we have project funding there as well. So from funding to skilling to support for startup to mentoring to connectivity, we are trying to do as much as possible to get our young people to be the drivers of change in this system. I'm very happy also that such initiatives in Salem are done with such pride, and examples of many of the things that I've seen here and we've seen in the video because I think this is actually quite common in Tamil Nadu. I don't want to, say negatively. I say I'm very happy that in Coimbatore they do brilliant things, in Madurai they do brilliant things, in Salem we do brilliant things. So our strength is not just that our talent has been for a century provided the right access and our relatively equitable society is inclusive, but that we have such good infrastructure and so many great educational institutions and so many natural clusters in urban areas of, few lakh people to many lakh people like Chennai. So we are in a good place, I think, to seize back the initiative and go forward to reclaim what I think is our rightful place, really, as #1 state in technology in the country. A few of the points that were raised here on Tamil computing, we already ran in February of last year the second edition of the Kani Tamil Manadu after 25 years, first one run by our former Chief Minister Thalaivar Kalaignar. We got a lot of good ideas and good papers that came out of it. We are partnering with Bhashini to be between IIT and Anna University to be working with the language models in AI and the conversion and voice-based AI in Tamil. And I think there's a lot of scope there. There's a lot of relatively successful companies like Unifor that were incubated out of IIT Madras that are now worth 4 or 5 billion in valuation that are doing voice-based AI in languages including Tamil. And there is the potential that if we are really thoughtful about